Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. In the xy plane above, a line segment OP is perpendicular to line segment PR. What is the value of K? Okay, here we have a point O, that is the origin, and this point is 0, 0. Okay, now what we can do is using these 2 points, we can get the slope of this line segment PR, and also using these 2 points, we can get the slope of this line segment OP. And we can use this information, that is OP is perpendicular to PR, and we can multiply the slopes, and the product of the two slopes must be equal to -1. So using that stuff, I will be able to get the value of this constant K. Okay, first let's get the slope of the line segment OP over here. So here we have these 2 points on the line segment. So when we know 2 points on a line segment, there is a formula to get the slope. Let me write over here. That is the slope of the line segment OP. So the formula is y2 negative y1 divided by x2 negative x1. Okay, here we can consider the origin over here as x1 y1 and the point P as x2 y2. Okay, now we can plug in the values for y2, y1, x2, x1. So the value of y2 is k and y1 is 0, and the value of x2 is 5 and the value of x1 is 0. I am getting k over 5 as a slope for this line segment OP. Okay, now what we can do is we can get the slope of this line segment PR. Okay, let me write the stuff over here. That is the slope of a line segment PR. Again, we have to use the same formula, that is y2 negative y1 divided by x2 negative x1. So we can consider one of the points as x1 y1 and other point as x2 y2. Okay, here let me consider this point R as x1 y1 and the P as the same x2 y2. Okay, here the value of y2 is k, negative y1 is 0, and the value of x2 is 5, x1 is 13. Okay, let me write over here. Then we get k negative 0 is k numerator, 5 negative 13 is negative 8, or we can write this one as a negative k over 8. Okay, here I got the slopes of the two line segments OP and PR. Whenever two lines are perpendicular, then the product of the slopes must be equal to -1. Since the line segment OP and PR are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes must be equal to -1. That is k over 5 times negative k over 8 equals to -1. Okay, when I multiply this k and negative k, I am getting negative k square. Here 8 times 5 is 40. So k square, negative k square of 40 equals to -1. Okay, now let me multiply both sides of this equation by 40. Okay, let me do it. When I do so, this 40 will cancel out. I'm getting negative k square equals to -1 times 40 is a negative 40. Now to get rid of this negative sign over here, what we can do is we can multiply both sides of this equation by -1. When I multiply this one by -1, I am getting a positive k square. When I multiply negative 40 by -1, I am getting positive 40. Okay, here to get rid of the exponent 2, what we have to do is we have to take square root on both sides. Here the square root will cancel out, and for this square root we have to consider positive or negative sign. Okay, here we get k equals to positive or negative, and we can decompose this 40 into its prime factors. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Okay, here when I multiply these C2s, I'm getting 8. 8 times 5 is 40. So here the product of these four numbers equals to 40. Okay, here k equals to positive or negative. For every two same numbers multiplied inside the square root, one number can be taken out. Okay, here for these two 2's, 1 2 can be taken out of the square root, and inside the square root we have 2 times 5. That is, we can write this 2 times 5. So we get k equals to positive or negative 2 times the square root of 10. Okay, here I get two values for k. So to get the first value of k, we have to consider positive sign. For the second value, we have to consider this negative sign over here. So that is k equals to positive 2 times square root of 10, and k equals to negative 2 times square root of 10. Okay, when I consider the point P, it is in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, both the x values and y values are positive. Here k is the y coordinate of this point P. So in first quadrant, so the y coordinate is positive. So k must be positive. So we can reject the negative value of k. We can consider this positive value of k. That is 2 times square root of 10. We find this value in answer choice B. The correct answer choice for this question is B.